All right, thanks so much, Griff. You know, I saw that the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, said, I'm going to put $1.6 billion into criminal justice, victims' rights, and things to that nature. And I'm going to hire 1,000 cops to flood the country and provide the funding to allow these cities to hire more law enforcement. But the problem is this is happening in high-end areas because the cops haven't been empowered. The DAs are not prosecuting crime unless it's a violent crime. They're emptying out our prisons. You put all these three things together over the course of 2 years, and you pass something like Proposition 42 that allows you to steal up to just under $1,000 in 2014. People realize there's actually good money in this. And rather than go get a job at Macy's this holiday season, why don't I go do something like steal a high-end bike from a high-end store? I talked to Jillian Forsythe from Chicago. She's in a beautiful area. And not only was she robbed twice, and they caught it both times on camera in the daylight. She's outraged. Listen.
This is just another level with everything that's going on in Chicago. I know there's some laws that came in that, these are minors who just get off with a slap on their wrist, and they have to know that they're going to be held accountable. I mean, put them in jail or, do whatever, but make them feel like there is repercussions to what they're doing.
But they're not. Wow. There isn't.
And so when you listen to her tell her story to Brian, your heart breaks. But the average American, when they call the police, given the fact that the cops are stretched so thinly, as you look at some of the bike thefts right there, the police are just overwhelmed. When you look at this story that Griff just told us about how Congresswoman from Pennsylvania, a Democrat, Mary Scanlon, who did support police reforms, these two members of Congress robbed at, carjacked at gunpoint within 16 hours of each other. And there she is this happened in Philadelphia. The carjackers demanded her car, her purse, her wallet, and her phone. And the big news is they apparently did arrest 5 people in connection with that. But it was all hands on deck in Philadelphia. When this story hit yesterday, it's like, okay, we got to figure out who stole this member of Congress's car because we look really bad. It just plays into the story that, unfortunately for the Biden administration, is something that people are seeing all across the country, and there is a crime crisis. But because she was a member of Congress, they found her car. The average person just winds up getting a call from the police, and they say, you know what, we're overwhelmed, we apologize, but call your insurance company. Yeah. We're not going to be able to find your car. But because she's a member of Congress, and because it makes Philadelphia
look terrible,
and the president, who has been soft on crime, it just makes them, this goes to the story. There seems to be little consequence for crime these days. 2 members of Congress who voted for police reform over the last year, they've got to be saying, I don't know if that was such a good idea. Maybe they think it was a good idea. But after getting carjacked, I think I would reassess.
Yeah, Stephen, speaking of little consequence, on Tuesday, the Justice Department announced that 5,000 convicted criminals who were let out of prison and are now in home confinement because of COVID-19. This happened last year. They wanted to slow the spread in prisons. They aren't going back to jail. And Merrick Garland said thousands of people on home confinement have reconnected with their families, have found gainful employment, and have followed the rules. So those convicted criminals, they're not going to be completing their prison sentences. They're going to be home, forever for the rest of their sentence. And the reason this is happening is really twofold. One, it's political. I don't understand why Democrats get votes when they say things, soft on crime things like reimagine policing and bail reform, because it just makes those communities safer. But the reality of the situation is that it is political, and they do get votes because of it. The other is that there is this deep-seated philosophy that America is a racist, horrible country, and criminals are victims of their own circumstance. Therefore, they should not go to prison, and they are victims themselves. And even though you hear Lori Lightfoot and the mayor out in San Francisco say that we need to change things, crime is getting so bad that we need to increase policing, That philosophy isn't going anywhere, so I don't think that this problem is going to get solved.
Well, absolutely. That is the big picture from 2 years ago. That was the conventional wisdom. That's the line from Hawk Newsom and Black Lives Matter. But I think people are seeing that crime doesn't see color, they see victims. And it goes to show you, too, just to close up that bike story, they are now pooling money together in the neighborhood to hire private security. Guess what? The bikes are going to be more expensive because someone's got to pay for that security, or there's going to be less profit and they're going to go out of business.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.